Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Helix. Let's get started today. Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Helix. Today we'll be talking about M14 and some of the interesting cards in it. M14's pre-release is about a month away on July 13th and 14th, and the release date is July 19th, so that's just around the corner. And as always, we have a great selection of cards to talk about. The first thing we're going to talk about is the Slivers. The Slivers are Magic's first iteration of tribal creatures, and they do this to great effect, making each other more than the sum of their parts, as they share their effects with each other, or abilities, such as Double Strike, or +0/+1. Slivers are better together than they are separate, so even though the Slivers don't look very menacing by themselves, you'll never see them that way for very long. But as with every core set, we're getting some of our favorite cards reprinted, such as a couple of my favorites, Fog and Llanowar Elves. So let's take a look at their new arts. Well, Fog has an old art, but it's okay. I heard that Llanowar Elf had a new art though. Let's take a look at that. Moving on. Let's go back to Slivers. Slivers, back in Time Spiral, were a very important piece to Limited. But that was because, at the time, it was unsure how good Slivers really were in the format. But it was proven that in groups, Slivers are very deadly. Which leads me to my next topic. How important will tribal abilities be in this core set limited format? In the past, core sets have had very little effects to go towards tribal abilities. But as the spoiler for this core set goes along, we see cards like Advocate of the Beast and the Slivers coming along as well. And it will be interesting to see the implications for these tribal cards in the limited format. One of the chase cards being reprinted is Scavenging Ooze, which is a force to be reckoned with in Legacy, as it is known as a Tarmogoyf killer and the value destroyer, as it removes key cards in graveyard and also becomes huge and gains you a little bit of life too. I think it will miss standard, but it'll be interesting to see how it affects modern. Speaking of key cards, it'll be interesting to see what Zombie Minotaurs affect our November set. So that's this week of the Helix. Join us next week for more M14, where we'll be covering some of the more exciting rares and stuff for standard. See ya. And as always, Jesus loves you.